So let's talk about what is driving people to visit spa and wellness locations. We know from research, from publications, that sleep is definitely a main driving force. It was an epidemic before the pandemic where people are not getting enough sleep. It's not consistent, it's not quality, just all of these issues and challenges. Understanding that older millennial women and Gen X women are perimenopausal, menopausal, which adversely affects sleep. People are stressed out and they're just not sleeping well. The other thing that people are coming into spa and wellness locations for is pain management. They're having back pain, they're having whatever condition, and being able to address that issue or concern. Now, that's going to mean either specialized therapist, which is extremely challenging to find, or specialized equipment that can address those issues and those concerns regarding pain. The other thing that people are coming into spa and wellness settings for is connection, that relaxation, that peace of mind. We are definitely living in a high tech, low touch society where 60% of major populations live alone. So, understanding that this experience, facial, massage, nails, acupuncture, whatever it may be, you may be the only person that's interacting with them and touching them at all, right? So, really understanding that as you sit down and you think about your space, when you think about the experiences that you want to be able to provide, when you think about the services and the technology and the wellness experiences that you want to create, really have in the front of your mind, who is my consumer, right? What demographic or what is the commonality among them all? It's not, I mean, there are those aspects where you can think about Gen Alpha, Gen Z, Millennial, Gen X, Baby Boomer, Silent Generation, right? But what marketing individuals have found is that there's sometimes consistency across all of the cohorts in wanting experiences, in dealing with better quality of life, of wanting more wellness incorporation into their life to get that work life balance. So, as you are looking at locations, as you are looking at product lines, as you are considering what your menu offering is going to be, as you are looking at hiring therapists, as you are looking at bringing in equipment, looking at what is it that you want to be able to provide that is unique to your location. Again, there's 22,000 spas in the US alone. That's not globally, that's just in the US. That number's been pretty consistent for the last 20 years. Some open, some close, but that 20 to 22,000 is definitely a mark and a point. So you're competing against the big chains, you're competing against the one rooms and the salon suites, you're competing against the day spas and salons down the street, the wellness centers, the yoga centers. All of those are competitors that you can work with to see if there is a way to collaborate. Really thinking about how can you incorporate sleep into your menu, into your products, into just the overall experience? How can you address pain management? And that again runs the gamut of cohorts and generations. What services can you put in there? What specialties, what training do your therapists need to have to be able to address that? I'm super blessed. I found a therapist. She has a degree in kinesiology before she became a massage therapist, which speaks my language because I have a degree in biology before I became a massage therapist. So it's just a deeper understanding of the body and how it works, and really being able to, address those insertion and origin points. And you got to be a therapist to really know what that means. But If you're having people that are coming in to address the pain, are you doing lymphatic? Are you doing, what modalities? Are you doing meditation, yoga, restorative yoga, to be able to create that sense of calm, to be able to create that sense of peace? And then the other aspect is connection. As I said in the last video, 20 years ago, therapists were day makers, right? You came in, you got your hair, your nails, you left feeling pretty. Now, therapists today really are therapists and life enhancers. So, thinking about that when you are making your selection in how can they contribute to the well-being and wellness of the clients that are coming in, and then amongst the team as well. And, we have ebbs and flows in this industry always. January is notoriously slow in certain areas, not necessarily Florida, because people, they're coming out of a slow season and January is busy time for them. But if you think about in the Northeast, it's a little bit slower because it's a little bit colder. People are going to those warmer destinations that are South Caribbean based. September can be a slow month kind of across the board because people are going back to work, they're going back to school. It's not that same flow, but you also will have slower days. It could be Monday, Tuesday, it could be Wednesday, Thursday. As the owner, it really is up to you to understand what are those slow days and adjust accordingly. But those are great days to have lunch and learns. Bring people in, bring in your acupuncturist, your whatever specialist, nutritionist, mental health coach, psychiatrist, psychologist, those special individuals. Have them come in and talk about their services. You could do a book club. You could do healing oils, you could do Reiki, you could do group acupuncture. But what that does is it brings people together in the space to create that sense of connection. You can talk about services. You can have your therapist do a session and really talk about what they do, what they specialized in, so that you are educating your consumer more so than selling to your consumer. Because I feel like one of the things that we get wrong is we try to educate our clients on the table, and that's not the place or the space. I'm tired, I just want to relax, I might be snoring, I'm not fully listening, present and coherent to the conversation and what you're trying to share with me. So share it with me when I'm sitting up, right? Like, bring me in, let's talk about how I can prepare my skin for the winter, how I can get my nails stronger for the spring. You could talk about how to get wedding ready. Like, here's your 6-month window to get ready for your June wedding, or your, mapping that out, knowing when those peak seasons are, to be able to have those offerings and have those experiences and those ways to connect with your clients. So again, when you think about your menu, your experiences, your staff, the technology, the equipment, the retail products that you're bringing in, consider, of course, who is your clientele, but also what are their pain points. And the three that we constantly see: sleep deprivation, pain management, and a sense of connection. So keep that in mind, weave those, incorporate those into every aspect of it. Don't be afraid to create educational experiences, share, use your space for a place of connection, and really set yourself apart from the rest. Thank you so much for joining me today. Until next time, be well.